Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to race number 20 of Season 6 of the Oreo Truck Series. After today's race, only 6 races left until the chase for the championship field will be locked, with our 10 drivers making it via top 10 in points, and 2 drivers getting in via the 2 wildcard spots. The sense of urgency just gets greater with every week that transpires, getting closer to race 26 at Arizona. It's going to be an all-Roush Fenway front row today for the EnjoyIllinois.com 225 presented by We Hate Google+, with Austin LaPradd, our winner earlier on this season at Charlotte, starting on the pole position alongside of his rookie teammate Kyle Corbett. Then it'll be Adam Chambers will line up in the 3rd position. Adam Chambers is actually starting to work his way up through the point standings as we speak. Currently 13th in points right now, and Adam Chambers trying to, if you will, redeem himself for what happened last year when he ended up failing to make the chase for the championship for the 5th straight season. He'll look to try and make it 5 out of 6 by making it here in the chase in Season 6. And then another driver that seems to be a shoo-in into the chase for the championship is 2-time winner Dylan Young. Ended up winning a couple weeks ago at Kentucky, his 2nd win of the season, following up his Dover win. Dylan Young comes into this race currently 3rd in the point standings, and the likelihood of him falling out of the top 10 is not that great, but if he does have those 2 wins to fall back on to maybe secure a wild card position. And then Dougie Shears completes the top 5. This driver's been having a bit of hard luck, both in this series and Snickers Cup. Things have just kind of come off, the wheels have kind of come off the Dougie Shears train. He is currently 16th in points coming into today's race, but he is mathematically eligible to try and maybe get back inside the top 10 with a good run here today. Points battle, basically not much of a points battle heading into today's race. Dylan Pote comes into this race with a 30-point advantage over Brian James. Then it's a total of 37 points back to Dylan Young, then 38 points back to 4th in points, James McLeod. Trent Dunham, he's 5th in points. Chris Dollerton, 6th. Andy Timmons, 7th. William Duncan is now up inside the top 10 in points in 8th. Jacob Lawler has also cracked the top 10. He's 9th in points. And Prudence Littlejohn is 10th in the standings. Drivers who could work their way inside the top 10 after a good run today include the following: 11th in points, Lyndon Wright; 12th in points and pole sitter Austin LaPradd; Adam Chambers, Pichu London, Charles Jackson, and even Dougie Shears and Noah Hart have a mathematical chance of getting their way into the top 10 with a good run here today. Time to get these trucks rolling off, though. 27 laps of racing at Chicagoland await us. And we get ready now for the run of the EnjoyIllinois.com 225, presented by We Hate Google+. Also, look down in the description, folks. 3 drivers are in danger of losing their rides after this event. With this being race number 20, it is the comment checkoff point, so make sure your name is not in the description. If it is, be sure to comment on this race to keep your ride. Here's your starting lineup, though, for today's race at Chicago. These drivers had a whole bunch of mixes of restrictor plate tracks, speedways, road courses at the beginning of the season. Now we've hit quite a long stretch of speedway races, starting with Charlotte, then we went to Kentucky, then last week, of course, we ended up having some great racing at somewhere. And we're getting ready to race here today. I can't think of where we were at. Oh, we're at Pocono. That's right. Anyway, here we go. Getting ready to go to Green Flag Racing. 27 laps await us. Austin LaPradd looking for his 2nd win of the season. Green flag's out, and he's going to easily look like a better restart than his rookie teammate Kyle Corbett. Corbett, though, may be able to slide into 2nd. Nope, Chambers is there. Dylan Young jumped up to the high side. Kind of interesting there. Oh, contact. He nearly turned Kyle Corbett down into both Adam Chambers and Dougie Shears. That was a close call. And the caution's out. Caution is waving for the first time today. They apparently were not able to keep it together at the rear of the field like they did at the beginning of the field. Adam Chambers moves to the front, and he will lead us under our first caution flag. Dougie Shears crosses in second. Third place was Austin LaPladd. And Noah Hart, I believe, was across the line in fourth, as we'll see who was involved. Oh, man, Alex DeMarco got a piece of it. Cody Lamas. Oh, William Duncan right there as well. William Duncan just moved himself into the top 10 points. James Silverfox is stalled out, and he's smoking in turn 4. Lyndon Wright, Sean Galligan, they're on pit road, and I thought I saw the Cody Lamas machine also in trouble. Oh, Sean Henley's in it as well. And Chris Dollerton, 6th in points, has gotten a piece of it. Oh, Nick Bellardo also is in it. Prudence Littlejohn, 10th in points, was involved. Kyle Thomas, Brian James, 2nd in points, has got some damage. Andy Timmons, who came in 7th in points, is involved. Joshua Michaels, John Radigan. This is almost kind of looking like our Snickers Cup Series event at Pocono last week, where all those top contenders ended up getting involved in incidents. Or no, that was the Moblin Cup Series race. But Adam Chambers leads us under the caution flag for the first time today. I think we had 2 incidents, one coming out of turn number 2 and one coming out of turn number 4. Let's take a look at them both. Well, I'm not really sure who's going through the drivers' minds right now, but they went 4 wide heading into turn 1. Cody Lamas, Sean Henley, Brian James, and Bob Jones. There could be no happy ending to that story. And there they go. Brian James gets Dollerton. Henley gets Cody Lamas. DeMarco has absolutely nowhere to go as they all hit the wall there. Aaron Williams Jr. gets a little piece of it there with the right front. And then a few other drivers going to come into view a little bit later here. I think they're actually going to hit the Cody Lamas machine up here. Yep, William Duncan. He runs into the back of Cody Lamas, and Galligan gets into him as well. Gets into Duncan, that is. So the 2 Penske drivers got together. But that was not all that happened. Something else happens further up here. And let's find the driver it was triggered by. It almost looks like it could have been Charles Jackson. It was. You see Charles down there on the apron. And the 43 of Kyle Thomas. And they're both going to come back up the racetrack. And there's the contact between the 43 and the 20. Jackson comes up into Nick Bellardo, who clips Andy Timmons, who clips Joshua Michaels, and John Radigan gets a piece of it as well. And I don't think this is over yet. Points leader Dylan Poteet, though, does a good job getting down to the inside to avoid. And then you're going to have the rest of these other drivers who were involved in that first incident come into view here. Oh, man, Aaron Williams Jr. does a whale of a job getting through. So does Alex May. So does, I think that was Deanna Shelton. Where is Galligan? Oh, there's Henley. I think Henley ended up getting involved. So let's follow the 88. Oh, right into the back. Oh, look at the whole front of the car, of the truck go flying in the air off the Henley machine. That was a hard lick. And then here comes Silver Fox. I think he's going to get a piece of somebody. Yep, he gets Henley. And his car's going to slide right up the racetrack, right up into, well, in front of Nick Bellardo, and yeah, he does make contact there, and I thought Galligan got a piece of it again, but I guess not. But man, James Silverfox, he's doing so well in Mobile, doing so well in Snickers, but he just can't seem to find the luck here in the Truck Series. And man, almost got nailed again there by Brian James. Caution's out for the first time today. Let's jump back now to the restart. Green flag going to come back out here on lap 6 of 27. That'll give us a total of 22 laps to go. Chambers is currently the leader. Dougie Shears lines up in second. Austin LaPladd, the pole sitter, is third. Noah Hart's in fourth, and Eric Burton is now in fifth. Jacob Lawler sixth. Kyle Corbett in seventh. Dylan Young slipped back to 8th. James McLeod is now up to the 9th position, and Mark Thomas will complete the top 10. 11th place is going to be Tyson Broad. Emilio Navert runs in 12th. Stephen Pollard III is 13th. All 4 of the Roush Fenway cars doing really well, all inside the top 13 right now. Danny Wells runs 14th, and Bob Jones is in 15th place. Pichu London 16th, 17th Trent Dunham. Charles Sanford, our winner from Pocono last week, is 18th, 19th is Zach Rogers, and Max Russell will complete the top 20. Let's update you now on the drivers that have gone behind the wall. A few of them have after some pretty hard licks there, both in turn 2 and turn 4, and they are as follows. Nick Bellardo, Sean Henley, Chris Dollerton, Alex DeMarco, William Duncan, James Silverfox, and Lyndon Wright. I'll tell you who this is definitely going to affect. It's going to mostly affect Chris Dollerton, who was 6th in points. I don't want to say this would drop him outside the top 10 in points, but it could very well. William Duncan, who had just moved his way into the top 10 in points, could easily fall out again. And Lyndon Wright was in 11th place in the standings, looking in to get a top 10 spot. Doesn't look like it's going to happen here today at Chicagoland as Chambers takes us back under the green flag. Dougie Shears, though, crossover move here into turn number 1. Chambers can't do a thing about it, and Dougie Shears will get alongside, and he may clear the 09 coming here out of turn number 2. Austin LaPlatte now come up the inside line, and the caution's out again. Caution waves one more time. I thought maybe with being a single file restart, we'd get a little bit of green flag racing. This is going to go 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide final finish here. Wow, what if that had been the last lap? Eric Burton got it. But man, that was awesome. Maybe we are under caution, but that was an epic run to the checker, or not to the checker, but to the start-finish line. Man. And it appears John Radigan may have spun around one more time there in the 24. And that looks like that might have been what put us under the caution for the second time today. So a solo car spin. At least it's not a multi-car wreck, but it would have been nice if we could have had some green flag racing there, especially with the way they were running right there down to the stripe. But Eric Burton now is the leader after a 3 wide move in turn 4. Let's head back to see what happened to John Radigan. Watch the rear of this group right here. You see Cody Lamas get into Prudence Littlejohn. And I'm not really sure why they did throw the caution for this. We're going to find out right here that these drivers do have an incident happen, but they save it all. Right there, Littlejohn comes back up the track. She's going to clip the left rear of the 23 of Andy Timmons. Timmons going to go up into the outside retaining wall, but then a little bit of contact from Brian James and a little bump in the back by Kyle Thomas, and he's going to hang on to the thing. So I am surprised that they did throw the caution. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, Cody Lamas up ahead, nearly turning Joshua Michaels as well. Man, Cody's in the turning mood today. And then Radigan, what happened to him? Looked like he had a flat or something. He just went straight into the wall with no contact from anybody. Wow. Maybe the Chicago Heat playing with the tires here. I don't know. But Andy Timmons, Prudence Littlejohn, how ironic the two of them get together as those two are battling in the Rookie of the Year standings right now. Currently, Andy Timmons leads that by 11 points over Prudence Littlejohn coming in today's race, and the two of them make the contact there after Littlejohn comes back on the track. But I am kind of surprised they did throw the caution for that because the drivers did save it and continue on. But nonetheless, it's going to give us another restart. Let's head back for it now. We should be going green this time by, I would think. Yes, we are. Lights are out atop the pace truck. Top 5 has changed a little bit with Eric Burton now leading the way. Then Austin LaPlatte in 2nd. Dougie Shears 3rd. Jacob Lawler's now up to 4th. And 5th place is going to be Adam Chambers. Then you got Dylan Young 6th. Noah Hart 7th. 8th is Mark Thomas. 9th is Kyle Corbett. And Emilio Navarrete completes the top 10. Let's give you a little bit of an update on the drivers that come in running well in the point standings. How about Dylan Poteet? Let's see how he's doing. Current points leader is running right now in the 22nd position. Hasn't made up a whole lot of ground up at the front of the field, but still a little ways to go in this race. We'll have a total of 17 to go when they hit the stripe next time around. Brian James, we know that he did not retire from the race. He's in the 28th position, trying to keep close tabs with Poteet. He is damaged, however, so we'll see what is going to come of this, if he'll be able to salvage something today. Dylan Young, we know he's running well, currently in the 6th position. James McLeod not running too bad either today. I think he's in 11th. Oops, I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure James McLeod is running in 11th place. Yes, he is. And then Trent Dunham, 5th in points. Where is the one car running? We saw him up pretty close to the front of the field at one point. Yep, he's running the 15th position. So, pretty good day right now for all the top 5 in points as they are still running on the racetrack. And the green flag is back out for Eric Burton, who got a great jump there. Opens about a car length advantage between himself and Austin LaPlatte. And this is a track, folks, where you want to get the huge gaps. Restrictor plate tracks, it's a bad thing. But any speedways or raceways that you can get a huge advantage on the rest of the field, it's always a plus. It's like Austin LaPlatte, though, is going to be able to hook up the draft of the 8 and pull right up to his back bumper. LaPlatte looking down to the bottom of the racetrack. Oh, Eric Burton trying to throw the block, and he'll succeed there through turns 3 and 4. But Austin LaPlatte's not going to go away quietly as he's still there. Let's see if he'll make any move on the inside line this time. And hey, how about that? We completed a green flag lap. Finally, they've been able to complete a green flag lap here, and I think I may have just jinxed it. Did I just jinx it? No, I didn't. I'm not a jinx. Yay! Austin LaPladd to the inside of Eric Burton now, looking for the top position. LaPladd has really been coming on strong here in the Truck Series ever since picking up his first win of the season back at Charlotte. He's now trying to work his way into the top 10 in the point stands and make the Truck Series championship hunt. Things have not been going his way over in the Snickers Cup Series or Mobile One. And he's trying to get that all turned around here. Maybe another win in the trucks could end up turning his luck around. One driver we haven't really talked about. It's actually worked his way up here into the top 10. Tyson Broad, normally known for his road racing, having a good run here today at Chicagoland. Currently up in the 8th position, and he turns down. What in the world? Noah Hart's going to get a piece of it too. And are they going to save it? Oh, they almost saved it. Bob Jones gets turned around by James McLeod. Noah Hart has spun down to the inside of the track. And, oh my goodness. Oh, they're still working back here. Zach Rogers just got turned around by Andy Timmons. And that's the hometown boy there, Dylan Young, that got turned around. I'm not sure what Tyson Broad was thinking there. I mean, we basically saw what happened there. He just turned down into the 84's right rear. Trent Dunham slipped a long ways back here. My goodness, he's back to 32nd. Dougie Shears is way back here too. I don't know what happened to all them. Wait, has Dunn LaPradd got damage? Dan Shelton's got a little bit of damage. Oh yeah, Dunn LaPradd, wow. A lot of front end damage on the Mobile One Chevy. James McLeod's got damage now. That's a tough break for him. I think that was sustained after he turned Bob Jones around there when everybody started backing up. Noah Hart's going to take his 5th place position still in the running order. Dylan Young in 6th. They will not come to pit road, but the caution flag is out. Pole sitter Austin LaPladd's back out in front. Let's see what happened. Rather intriguing move there by Tyson Broad, costing quite a few drivers who run up at the front of the field a chance at a good finish here today at Chicagoland. Watch the right side of your screen. 59 is just going to turn dead left there, and he's going to make the contact with the right rear of the 84. I don't know if he thought he had Dylan Young cleared him, was going to go down behind him, draft him into turn 1 or what, but the contact nonetheless was made, and Dylan Young clips the Noah Hart machine. Noah Hart actually got a little bit of airborne there in the rear of his 3M Ford F-Series. Shows you just how much of an impact that was into the wall, and then everybody's trying to whoa up here. This is about 7th position on back that's trying to slow up in time, and you're just going to see them start coming into view here, and they aren't able to slow up. There you see Bob Jones. He's going to hit the wall. James McLeod's going to hit him. That's where James is going to get his damage from. Right there. Dunn LaPradd ran into the back of somebody earlier on. Where did Dunn LaPradd go? There he is. Did he run into the back of Alex May? I don't know. Let's see. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Alex May trying to find somewhere to go. He sees everybody slowing in front of him. Dunn LaPradd apparently didn't get the memo, and straight into the back of the Home Depot Toyota Tundra goes the 14. And oh, he didn't go up and make a little bit of contact there with last week's winner, Charles Sanford, as well. And look right there, the 31 of Dylan Poteet was in the middle of this too. It's a miracle he got through without being pretty badly mangled. Deanna Shelton makes a little bit of contact with Bob Jones there, so the Budweiser Chevy's got a little damage now. And that puts us under the caution flag. Not only the 3-car spin, but then everybody backing up, trying to wait until those drivers are able to continue on. And a few other drivers, including Dunn LaPradd. Oh, there's Zach Rogers getting punted by Andy Timmons. So they got more damage too. So McLeod, LaPradd, Rogers, Timmons, all getting damage here, and they weren't even involved in the initial wreck. Let's jump back now to the restart, as it's Austin LaPladd leading the way. Well, we have passed the 10 laps to go mark. There'll be 10 laps to go when we hit the stripe next time around, which means if there were any lap cars, which I don't think there are any, we would have it still be a single file restart. As I look here, it looks like a few other drivers have actually gone behind the wall. Zach Rogers, Cody Lamas, and Dunn LaPradd. So we've got a total of 32 cars still on the racetrack, all of them still on the lead lap. Let's give you a full field rundown, why don't we? Austin LaPladd's the leader, Eric Burton is 2nd, Adam Chambers 3rd, Kyle Corbett in 4th, and Noah Hart is 5th. 6th is Dylan Young, Tyson Broad 7th, 8th is Jacob Lawler. All 4 of the Roush Fenway cars now inside the top 10 is Stephen Paul III's in 9th, and Bob Jones completes top 10. Then it's Emilio Navarrete in 11th. 12th is Danny Wells. Peachy London 13th. 14th, Mark Thomas. Dylan Poteet, the points leaders, worked his way up to 15th place now. Max Russell 16th. 17th, Alex May. Charles Sanford 18th. 19th, Deanna Shelton. And Kevin White runs in 20th. 21st is Charles Jackson. 22nd, Aaron Williams Jr. The rest of the top 25 are Kyle Thomas, Andy Timmons, and Prunes Littlejohn. Then it's Brian James, James McLeod, Dougie Shears, Trent Dunham, and Sean Gallagher in the top 30. Then it's Joshua Michaels and John Radigan. The rest of the field, pace truck peels off. We're ready to go for a 10-lap shootout. Let's see if we can race this under the green flag for this full 10 laps. What do you think? I certainly hope so. Well, they're getting awfully racy back there already with Dylan Young, Jacob Lawler, Tyson Broad, and Stephen Pollard III. But they're single file up here amongst the top 6. Well, that didn't last long. Eric Burton's going to peek out of line. He'll look to the bottom of the Austin LaPlatte machine. Kyle Corbett now looking to the inside of Adam Chambers. That is for 3rd. The odds of a Roush Fenway car going to victory lane are pretty good. And the caution flag is out one more time. Eric Burton drag race to the line with Austin LaPlatte. Inside line prevails. This time Eric Burton's going to lead us again under yet another caution flag. And this one's going to come out for, oh my goodness, Dylan Young. The hometown boy finds trouble again. And Trent Dunham as well. Both these drivers top 5 in the points. Dylan Young 3rd and Trent Dunham in 5th. And someone was smoking. Oh, Kevin White's involved. Max Russell, no hood, no front end. Prudence Littlejohn's on the apron. She must have gotten a piece of it. John Radigan, I think, also was involved. And who knows who else may have also gotten a piece of it. I'm trying to see who's smoking, though. There was some black smoke. And it might have been Max Russell. Oh, Sean Gallagher's on pit road as well. And there is Dylan Young pulling into his pit stall. Looks like they're going to try and repair his number 84, getting him back out there. Kevin White, though, very badly damaged on his number 50. And there is Prudence Littlejohn. It's been a nightmare day for the Home Depot Toyota. Our winner from Phoenix. And looks like she's going to come to pit road this time around. So we're under the caution flag again. Yep, John Radigan coming down as well. And Kevin White. So we're under the caution one more time. Let's look back and see what happened. Looks like this may have taken place somewhere near the rear of the field. Well, let's watch this here in Turn 2, coming out of Turn 2. Look at the freight train there. Dylan Young, points leader Dylan Poteet, and last week's winner Charles Sanford. Contact there between both the Dylans, Young and Poteet. They slide up the racetrack right into Max Russell. Now, at this point, everything is fine. Nothing is going on, but then there's going to be a little bit of contact right there between Dylan Young and Dylan Poteet in the left rear. It's going to turn the 84 up into Max Russell, I think. Oh no, Dylan Young kind of bounced off of Dylan Poteet. And then he bounces up into Max Russell. And up into the wall they go. Kevin White gets a piece of it there in the 50 as we saw, and I think the 43 of Kevin White got a little bit of it as well. And then let's see, how does Prince Littlejohn get involved? You know, I got a hunch that maybe, just maybe, the 50 is going to come back up the track. Oh yeah, the 50 car got spun around. Absolutely no control when your car gets spun, and more than likely it's going to come back up the racetrack. And this is, I think, where a few other drivers are going to get a piece of it. Oh, Trent Dunham and Dougie Shears got together back there, and then back down right in front of Max Russell. There's where Max gets his damage. Aaron Williams Jr. gets slapped around by the 50, and then Sean Gallagher's going to nail him. John Radigan then's going to get hit into the 2 of Sean Gallagher, who then slides right up into Prudence Littlejohn. And Russell, I think, hit Prudence Littlejohn as well. So there were a lot of hard licks taken right there. Man. But it was pretty close to the rear of the field, but man, that is a tough break for both Trent Dunham and Dylan Young. And you could probably also add Prudence Littlejohn and Dougie Shears into that mix too, because they were also up there contending for spots in the top 10. Prudence Littlejohn was 10th and Dougie Shears was 16th. But the caution flag is out again. There's Aaron Williams Jr. who done a good job getting through all the incidents up to this point, but then he just got slammed by the Kevin White machine after it whiplashed back off the outside retaining wall. Caution's out though. Looks like we're going to have a shootout to finish out today's race. Let's go back to it now. Let's see if the lights are out atop the pace truck this time around, and indeed they are. We will go back to green on lap 23 of 27, giving us a 5-lap shootout to finish off today's race. I'm pretty certain that if the caution comes out at any point during this 5-lap segment, the race will probably be over under caution. So these drivers going to have to try and keep it clean and race it clean to the end if we want to have the race end under the green flag. However, doesn't look like the odds are in our favor, but stranger things have happened as Eric Burton's the leader, Austin LaPladd second, Kyle Corbett in third, fourth is Adam Chambers, fifth Noah Hart, sixth place is Jacob Lawler with Tyson Broad seventh, eighth Emilio Navarrete, Stephen Pollard the third and ninth, and 10th place is Danny Wells. How about Pichu London up here in 11th place? Pichu comes into this race 14th in points. An opportunity to maybe be inside the top 10 in points after today's race. Mark Thomas, another good run for the 25 and 12th. Bob Jones up there in 13th. Charles Samfer, ever since his win last week, he's turning up the heat. He's up to 14th. And Charles Jackson's in 15th. With the points leader, Dylan Poteet, restarting from the 16th position. 5 laps to go. Let's see what's going to happen. Remember, a few cars are damaged up here at the front of the field, including Noah Hart and Tyson Broad. Will they come into play here, or are they up to speed? We're going to find out. Eric Burton going to try and time this restart perfectly. Let's see if he can. Green flag is out. And it looks like Burton got a slightly better restart than Austin LaPladd did that time. LaPladd now going to get a challenge from his teammate Kyle Corbett on the inside line, and that could be a help to the Eric Burton machine. Corbett will now move into second place. Kyle Corbett still looking for his first win of his career. And someone just got the wall back there. Wait a minute. Oh, it was Chambers! Right up at the front of the field, Adam Chambers. Caution's going to wave again. And Eric Burton's going to lead him down to the stripe one more time. Now, I think this is going to end the race. I think so. I may be wrong. We may be able to get a one-lap shootout, but I think this is going to end the race. And look at this. Jacob Lawler's got damaged. Danny Wells, Stephen Pollard III somehow got through it. But Chambers was in it. Oh, there he is. Dougie Shears involved. Tyson Broad. Whoa, look out. Aaron Williams Jr. is coming down pit road. Deanna Shelton, heavy-duty damage to her Budweiser Chevy. Prudence Littlejohn, last week's winner, Charles Samfer. And Dylan Poteet may have gotten a piece of all this. The points leader is all the way back in 18th. There's Dougie Shears. Boy, it seems like it's a lot of the same old drivers getting involved in these wrecks. But there's the heartbreak right there. Adam Chambers, 13th in points, had a big opportunity today to get inside the top 10 in points because he was running so well. Never really fell outside the top 10 all day long, but boy, a long day comes to a rather speedy end there for Adam Chambers. Dougie Shears as well, tough break for him. He was trying to work his way back inside the top 10, and Sanford looks like he's going to be able to continue, but the caution flag's out again. This was a big wreck that started right up at the 4th position. There's been a lot of trouble with drivers turning other drivers in the right rear here today. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but this time it's Noah Hart. He's going to turn Adam Chambers around right in front of Jacob Lawler, and that's another tough break there for Lawler, too, who sustained that damage. He's 9th in points, and he didn't need that. Then Tyson Broad's going to get into the back of Noah Hart. Emilio Navarrete, nice evasive move to avoid that. But then everybody else there is just trying to find a line. Samford can't do it. He's going to get a piece of it. He almost got hit by Bob Jones. Oh, Dylan Poteet did get involved. He hit Tyson Broad. And then here comes Prudence Littlejohn, Deanna Shelton, Alex May. They're all going to get involved here too. And I don't think that's all. I think something else happens up here. Wait a minute. Nope. Sorry. I had to go here. There we go. Yup. Aaron Williams Jr. into Dougie Shears after Dougie Shears got Alex May. Yeah, and that's what happened. And that is a tough break for a lot of these drivers who have been involved in more than one wreck during the course of this event. Oh, and then Alex May is going to get a piece of Aaron Williams Jr. again, and that's just going to cause his engine to just start smoking. So that day, the day for that rookie is done. Dougie Shears smoking. He's done. Tyson Broad through the grass area. I don't know if he's going to be able to continue or not. And Dylan Poteet did get involved. He ended up hitting the Tyson Broad machine. So we're under the caution flag once again. But the heartbreak of this one, of this wreck, no doubt about it, has to be the Adam Chambers machine. Man, he was running so well. And that is really going to be a hard pill for Adam Chambers to have to swallow here today at Chicagoland. Still a ways to go, a chance for him to make the top 10 in points, but today could have been maybe his prime opportunity. We're under the caution, though. Let's see if this race will end under the caution flag. Eric Burton would be declared the winner if it does. But maybe we can just squeeze out a one-lap shootout. Let's find out. Well, 2 to go was the signal right there. Let's see if the lights are out. No, the lights are not out. The white flag was just displayed. Eric Burton is going to win this race under the caution flag. It'll be his first Truck Series win of Season 6. It's been a heartbreaking season for Eric Burton. Comes into this race 33rd in the point standings and a well-needed run here today to maybe put some new energy in that Budweiser Chevrolet team. But a great run it will be for Eric Burton today, and he was basically one of two drivers who basically dominated today's race, him and the pole sitter Austin LaPladd. Austin will have to settle for third today as Eric Burton will capture his first win of Season 6 here in the Oreo Truck Series. Let's take a look here. Pretty much this is going to be the way that they'll finish as far as the top 10 is concerned, so we'll give you your top 10 right now. Eric Burton wins. Kyle Corbett, his best Truck Series finish of his career, will be second today here at Chicagoland. Then you got Austin LaPladd, the pole sitter, in third. Stephen Pollard, the third, is going to finish in fourth. Look at that. Roush Fenway, second, third, fourth for those drivers. Apparently, they really brought good setups here to Chicagoland. And Danny Wells, the 5, will finish in 5th place. How about Emilio Navarrete? Didn't really talk about the 78 at all today. He'll come away with a solid 6th place finish. Pichu London, we could see him look inside the top 10 in points after today's event as he'll finish 7th. Bob Jones, very nice run for the 11 and 8th. James McLeod continues his consistent top 10 runs for the past few weeks. He'll finish 9th. And how about Andy Timmons? Got involved in the first incident of the day, was involved in several other incidents, and still manages to salvage a 10th place finish. How in the world did he do that? Let's find out where Dylan Poteet's going to finish. Oh, Brian James, second in points. Nice run today for him, too. He'll finish 11th. Dylan Poteet's going to finish in 17th, though, so Brian James will close the gap up by, I believe it's 6 points. So he'll now be only 24 points behind Dylan Poteet in the standings, but Poteet will still hang on to the points lead. Let's find out where the rest of the top 5 in points finished, namely Dylan Young and Trent Dunham. Dylan Young's going to finish in 29th today, and Trent Dunham will finish in 31st place. But you saw the checkered flag displayed for Eric Burton. This race is over, and Eric Burton will be the winner today of the EnjoyIllinois.com 225 presented by We Hate Google+. Hope you guys enjoyed today's race. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the crew today. Here comes your official full finishing results. Overall point stands and rookie points heading into next week's race. For those of you that are in that list in the description as far as non-commenters, be sure to comment on this race in order to keep your ride. The rule is that we give you 24 hours after this race has been posted to comment. If you don't comment, your ride will be put in a draw and a new driver will take over next week in race 21. Well, folks, we'll see you guys here for Mobile and Snickers Cup Series action at Chicagoland. Some exciting races on the way, I know, because I've already run them. You're going to get to see them. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's race, and I will see you guys next time as you've been watching production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best. And Brian James and James McLeod getting into each other there on pit road. All right, what a way to end it. Bye.